Breaking news now. Democracy Defense Project is not anti-Trump, says Van Hollen. Although some Republicans may perceive his involvement with the bipartisan Democracy Defense Project as anti-Trump, former GOP Attorney General J.B. Van Hollen insists it isn't. The group's goal is to increase voter confidence in the electoral process. Honestly, I don't think my job description calls for me to be anti-Trump. I believe the people remaining at home are Republicans, so I think I help my parties cause by doing this, Van Hollen said at a WisPolitics luncheon in Madison on Tuesday. His main goal, he stated, was to convince people that their vote would really matter. But I've had Republican colleagues approach me and voice their disapproval of my work. To the uninitiated, it may seem anti-Trump, he added. And it's risky to be anti-Trump in the Republican Party right now, former Dem Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes said. Barnes, another project backer, former Republican Madison area U.S. Representative Scott Klug, and Terrence Group pollster Dave Sackett were also in attendance when Van Hollen spoke. In an interview, Van Hollen expressed his belief that Trump will not try to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in 2024. Despite being the vocal proponent of voting fraud at the moment, Van Hollen expressed his belief that Trump would win the election and, consequently, will not be vocal about the issue. According to Barnes, he is hoping that county election officials and local leaders will be ready to confront Trump again if he tries to challenge the results of the election. His position differed with Van Hollen's, who had predicted Trump's November victory. The real question, in my opinion, is not whether Trump will win or not, but how close. Barnes expressed his belief that the outcome will be extremely tight. Sackett, representing the Terrence Group, emphasized survey findings from the latter part of July. The survey indicated that while the majority of Wisconsinites are confident in the accuracy of their ballots, a sizable minority expressed reservations about the process. The poll found that among Wisconsin voters, the three most significant concerns regarding the integrity of elections are suppressive, exaggerative, or distorted reporting in the media, the development of artificial intelligence systems capable of disseminating false information about elections, and the influence of foreign enemies through propaganda campaigns. A little over half of Republicans, 52%, express skepticism about the credibility of American elections. Liberals, only 5%. Participation makes a huge difference, Sackett chimed in. In Wisconsin, 47% of the population leans Republican and 3% leans Democratic, according per the poll. Nearly one-third of independent voters nationwide and nearly 20% in Wisconsin did not have faith in the honesty of the voting process, according to the survey. I was shocked that independents were as dubious as they were, Klug remarked regarding the findings. I was under the impression that some were irate with the candidates, but not the system. Barnes stated that the outcome of the 2024 election would make it difficult to predict whether or not political violence would break out. The rhetoric of the losing side is the deciding factor, in my opinion. According to Barnes, no one else has gone to that extent save the previous president. There won't be violence if there are individuals who will hold Trump accountable in the event that he loses Wisconsin by a razor-thin margin. It might be the reality, not only in Wisconsin, but anywhere, if people are simply going along with his every word to save their own political interests. I hope it doesn't come to that point, but it could. Sackett highlighted voter awareness as a viable method to boost confidence in election results. Sackett stated that something should be included in the messaging in order to improve people's opinions of the integrity of elections. He estimated that 50 to 55% of the necessary actions are currently being taken, but nobody is aware of them. For fact checks, see the Wisconsin Election Commission.